Hi, it's Kevin from Jet Shades, and we are going to install a set of brand new windshield jet shades, first time, into a Bell 407 helicopter. Let's get started. The very first step we're going to do is, of course, clean it with a handy dandy alcohol pads. We're going to be putting brackets right here, right after the headset rest right there. And then over here on this side, we're going to be putting some brackets. So we're going to clean this right from the underneath where the trim meets, the trim screw right there. Just clean right beneath that trim screw, right around there. Just clean it good with the alcohol, get all the dirt off to make sure our dual lock is gonna stick nicely to that. And that should do it. The next step is we're gonna test fit it and mount some brackets. All right, this is the pilot side jet shade, and we're just gonna put a quick test fit up here. And notice that, yep, it reaches nicely, and it's going to reach this side here, so we'll be pretty good. We're just going to put the brackets in and slide it in. All right, so the next step is we're going to put our brackets on the center post and make sure right here it says 407 right. All right, so this is going to be the pilot side right. And notice it has this little stop that's mounted to the bracket. That's to keep the jet shade from sliding down. So when we put the bracket up, we're going to make sure the jet shade engages that stop. So it's going to come up here and go just like that, where it's going to pin the jet shade just like that. Now, of course, you want to be able the jet shade to go up and beyond it to get the jet shade out, so you don't want to pin it against the window, but you just want it to stop it where it is. So if you have to, you could just lift it up and lift it out, and you can always just remove the bracket if you need to from the dual lock. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and now that we've cleaned it, we're just going to peel the backing paper off the dual lock. We're going to come up here, and we're gonna get it where, you know, we make sure the jet shade's all the way up against the trim there. And then we're gonna put the lock in, and then we're just gonna press this. We wanna hold that for about 60 seconds up there. So it, you know, the adhesive gets a chance to set. It takes about a day for the full adhesive to get its full effect. So we wanna hold it up there. It takes about a minute to get it about, you know, just hold it about 50% strength, and then a full day to get its complete strength on the adhesive. And then we just go over and do the other side. So this is our clip for the outside of the windshield, and notice it has like a little shelf on it and it has a little guide here. And this is going to go up, it's going to stick here, then the jet shade's going to slide down right in that groove. So what you want to do is find out, well, what's the right location for it. So I'm going to pull the jet shade up a little bit, put it into the groove, just like that, and then say, okay, that's where it needs to go. So now I know it usually is going to be right around that screw that's right there, and that's where we're going to start it. And now I'm going to stick the clip right there. All right, and there I am. Again, I'm going to push this clip on here, and I'm going to let it sit for about 60 seconds to give it a good tack. Then after that, we'll install the jet shade. Okay, so to install the jet shade, we're just going to come up here like this above the clip. We're going to push it all the way up, and then we're going to come to the other side because the jet shade is flexible, and it's going to go right in there to that clip. And there you go, the jet shade is installed in this 407. All right, so I put the co-pilot side, the left side jet shade in, and what I did was I put the same thing as the pilot side. I put the bracket here. You notice there's a little screw right here that holds the headset support up, and I just put it right behind that, and it fits right there, slugs it in, holds the jet shade up. And then coming over to the other side, I've added the jet shade bracket here, same as we did on the pilot side. And when we finish, it looks just like that. Now notice one thing about these jet shades when they're installed. Watch this. See my hand? It does not touch the windshield. I can put my whole hand, and this is how it should work. I can put my fingers between the jet shade and the windshield of the helicopter, just like that. And that means that we're not rubbing up against the windshield. So as helicopters, we all know that helicopters do not vibrate, laugh out loud. But in case they happen to, the jet shade is not rubbing up against the windshield and you know, scratching the windshield in any manner. So that's what it looks like when you finish the 407 Bell helicopter. It would be similar for the 429 and the 505. There's a little bit different shape, but the brackets would be similar for both of those helicopters. You'd have a center beam bracket and a side support bracket on the other Bell helicopters as well. Okay, so one final thing, how do you remove the jet shades? It's quite easy. Since there's so much clearance, all we're gonna do is flex the jet shade like this, and it's gonna pop out of that clip, and then we're just gonna pull it up like this on this side, come out, and of course to put it in, it's gonna be the same thing. You gotta put this end in first, make sure you get it all, and it's easy to go behind the clip and then just kind of put it right in the groove right there. And that's the install and removal of the jet shades.